yourself plan to be active in going forward here?
I have suggested in my letter the steps that we believe the G.A.B. needs to take, and I hope that people around the state support those suggestions.
What's the next step for you? Will you return to the Attorney General's office?
I've never left.
Okay. But I mean, you'll just go back and into your prosecutorial?
This election and the connections that I have made with thousands of people around the state have opened up incredible windows of opportunity, and I will see what doors through which I might want to go.
Do you have an opinion? Do you have an opinion on who ultimately bears responsibility for the problems in Waukesha County?
No, I believe, as we have outlined in our complaint, that it warrants additional investigation.
Would you consider running for office again?
It was fun.
Other than congratulating Justice Prosser, what else did you say to him this morning?
I just gave him a heads up that I decided not to pursue a court action, and I congratulated him and engaged in some small talk.
Did he have any response to your news?
You know, he just said that it's been, I mean, we both agreed that this was quite an experience. I would like to add something too, since you're not asking. I made the decision to seek the recount for the reasons that I stated. I had no ulterior motives. I consulted with no one else but my closest confidants. And I have made this decision not to go to court in that same vein. I did not have donuts with the union thugs this morning before I came to this press conference. I did not think about what impact my decision might have on the unions or any other part of the Wisconsin electorate. I thought of the Wisconsin electorate as a whole. I thought of the efforts we all need to make democracy with a little d work at its best in this great state of Wisconsin. And I have made that decision based solely on those considerations.
Even if you didn't consult with them, did you feel pressure from people?
I never heard from them. And nor have they financed my share of the expenses of this recount. I have been supported by thousands of small contributions, $5, $10, up to $100, from people around the state who want to have confidence in the outcome of elections in Wisconsin.
Looking back on this entire process, is there anything you personally would have done differently? Any decisions you would revisit possibly?
No, I am gratified by having experienced a truly grassroots election where people came together and talked to each other in ways that they haven't talked to before in elections, certainly for Supreme Court justice, and where they got together and made this election happen and made this campaign happen. There was a true grassroots effort that took this election to places people never expected.
So as you made your decision not to sue, you were not thinking of any matters that would be before the court or the court. You were purely thinking about this legal situation in terms of the recount.
I sure was. And some pundits who thought that all along I was just doing this to delay Justice Prosser taking his seat in August, it absolutely never occurred to me. It is worth it for people before they talk to consult the people to whom they're ascribing motives before they do so.
You noted that in comparison to the front end, the voter side of what happens in elections, there's a remarked amount of proof that the back end needs review. Would you like to comment any more about the new voter ID bill and the new pressures that voters will have as they approach the polls coming in July and beyond?
No, I think what I've said is very clear, that we need resources on the back end to make sure that all of the anomalies and irregularities and more are fixed. And that's what we need to make sure that elections are fair in Wisconsin. We have uncovered no evidence that resources need to be put in on